1988 Topps. Got a full box here. I am still working without a, whatever you call them, cell phone holder, camera holder, whatever that thing is I used to use to kind of get the right angle. I just drew this camera on top of one of these little stands and kind of going for broke. Don't want to let too much time go by necessarily without doing anything. 88 Topps is my least favorite set only because I bought boxes and tons as a kid, tons and tons and tons and tons. I must have been able to fill up at least two $10,000, two of the 5,000 box cards. You know, I have at least 10,000 of them, and they're just not worth anything. They're just not. There's no card in here that's like a real go-getter. You know, if it's in a PSA 10, then there's Ryan, Ripken, Mattingly, maybe McGuire, maybe even Tom Glavine, but there's a gazillion of these things made or printed out there. So, just as a fun little quick rip, figure just run through it real quick, bring back a little memory. Got the good old gum. I got 5 stands in the back there. There's probably like 20 good cards. Like here, like Nolan Ryan, this is one of the good cards, but right away this is not a 10. So it's a good card. It's one of the better cards to get. Oh, look at this. Can't even see. His head's chopped off there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put him down here. So at least you get him in the stand. And I'm going to try and make it to the store soon enough and see what we could do. There's another record breaker. I'm hoping that card won't be one of my good cards for very long. Andres Galarraga I like. David Cohn I like. Matt Noakes used to be a chase card. I'm going to put a pile to the side of cards I like. And then, what I consider to be the highlights, I'll put up on the stand. Kind of, sort of. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Hopefully staying a little dry, at least in the Northeast here. We had a serious amount of rain. It's supposed to be more rain in 2 days or so. And it's supposed to be even a lot more rain the week after that. So, it's one of those rainy times. Matt Williams, is that a rookie card? Not sure, but I think it's one of the good cards. I'll throw him up over to the side. Roger Clemens, I think actually is one of the good cards. Fred McGriff is a good card. I don't know if it's the good card. There's a lot of good cards. Like there's probably 30 players where I say, oh, yeah, that's a good player, that's a good player. Just not worth anything. None of these cards are worth anything, which is one of the nice things too. The boxes are relatively modestly priced. The record breaker. Record breaker is a real cool design. See if we get anything. Wasn't there a Keith Comstock or something like that where it was a white border on the top? There's a good old BJ. Keep BJ to the side just for the joke of it. I'm always saying I'm going to keep... I don't remember that card. I feel like I remember almost all cards. I don't remember this guy. It's on the disabled list. Used to steal some bases. Interesting. Can't say I remember seeing that card. I feel like I've seen all these cards like just for my entire life. I've seen these cards. Gonna try and blast through this opening perhaps a little bit more efficiently. I'm gonna try and do like the good old open up a couple packs at the same time. I feel like that sometimes takes me more time. Let's just see. We'll see what we can come up with. Appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate all the subscribers. A lot of subscribers for some reason. 5,000 plus. It's more than I ever figured. If I had made 500, I'd be thrilled. Still get the core amount of guys who comment and everything else. Always appreciate that. Gonna have plenty more giveaways coming up. Don't worry. There's always gonna be something. It's half the fun. Sharing in the fun. For anyone who's wondering, I am off from work on Thursday, so I hope to get out to the post office and get those winnings out from the last giveaway from just about a week ago now. Trying to stay on top of that a little bit if at all possible. It's always the hardest part. I don't mind giving the stuff away, but actually going to the post office, it's just a drag for me. Just a drag. But not that much of a drag. I'll get it done. Let's see. Can we get... Look, I would say we get one good card, but again, I'm just not a big believer in there being a good card. Still love the cups. Always love those cups. All-Star card I'll put to the side. I thought that was Mattingly. Terry Steinbach. Remember him as a catcher. Al Leiter. Now, is this the error or is this the real one? Honestly, I kind of forget. I think this is the error one. I'll put him up there just because of the notoriety. Back in the day, at least, it was considered to be one of the good cards to get. Now, I didn't really see it listed as a good card. Tony Gwynn, Benito Santiago, 2 players I like. Somebody in the back all messed up. Fred McGriff, Ray Knight again. So already getting some duplicates, that's okay. Duplicate BJ. Brock. Ward. Don Baylor. How long this guy's been in the league for? How many home runs? 300. No, not. I mean, yeah, a lot of home runs, but good batting average. Yeah, good player overall. Not bad. There's a Barry Bonds by Benita. I'd even put that to the side now at this point. Got a gummed up Fisk. Let's see. Mr. Mark Davis. George Bell, All-Star. Ron Guidry, a card I like. Not worth anything again, but I like him. As a Yankee. Got to keep the Yankees going. Got at least one Yankee on the stand, which I appreciate. And hopefully there'll be a couple more. 1988. Man, if I could have just collected a little bit earlier. You know, imagine if I had a box of 10,000 of, I don't know, almost anything else. To tell you the truth. You know. Clemens, he definitely can go onto the stand. Stands, I should say plural. Glenn Davis was a player I used to like. He always had a good amount of home runs. Ed Hearn, Ryan Sandberg, really off-centered card, but, you know. Gum actually is, you know, not in the worst shape I've ever seen. Bob Stanley. There's a Royals leader. That's a neat card. Brett Blyleven. Don't care about him from 88. If it was 78 or 68 or whatever his rookie is, then we'd be talking. Meacham. Julio Franco. I feel like Julio Franco's in every set I collect. Tom Henke. Hey, he's an all-star, so I'll put him to the side. So we're going into kind of the core part of wintertime, right? So hopefully everyone's staying warm. Pay your gas bill, pay your oil bill, do what you gotta do. Try and stay warm. Frank Viola. I always thought that was a cool looking card. He looks very relaxed, cool, calm, collective. Darren Dalton. His cards feel funny to me for some reason. Jimmy Key. I was a fan of Jimmy Key, especially when he was with the Yankees. Juan Samuel. Jose Lean, Future Stars. I like those Future Stars, too. I like that design. Jose Lean was a player, right? He was around for a bit. Never a great player, obviously, but still a player. Trying to think of what's going on. Free agency is going slow in Major League Baseball, right? I'm in that fantasy league that we play in, and, you know, it's like a lot of the players aren't even done yet. Off-centered Nolan Ryan, but still, I'll put Nolan Ryan up here. These cards aren't exactly perfect. My Greenwell Cup, I'll put him to the side just because I'm chasing him so much. Good old Willie McGee, Sandberg, Rich Gossage. Must have been towards the end for him, right? And I don't remember that manager. Manager of the Cubbies. Back when they were the lovable Cubbies, not the championship Cubbies. Not lovable anymore if you win, right? I wouldn't know as a Yankee fan. It's been a little bit of time. I didn't get one win yet in my 40s. Did I get a win in my 30s even? Let's think about that. If it was 2009, we were in 24, about 13. See, I don't know if I technically got a win in my 30s. Huh. It's close. If it was, I was young in the 30s. I don't want to try and do math now while I'm doing this. Mickey Hatcher. Let's see. Lou Whitaker. Kevin McReynolds. I used to follow on the Mets a little bit. Yep. Trying to think who would make me excited right now. I already got a couple of Nolan Ryans, got the Leiter, Clemens, definitely a Mattingly. Mattingly's probably the card that I most want. Ripken also supposed to be a popular card. If you were looking to sell, you want Ripken, Ryan, Mattingly. Are probably the big three. And then, you know, is that Mike Schmidt? You can't tell if that's Mike Schmidt. I'm trying to keep these cards in there a little bit too. Sorry for constantly kind of going up. But, you know, Rick Cerrone, I think isn't he the batting coach at one point? Yeah, I need to get one of those, whatever you call them. I can't even think what they're called. I don't think. The phone holder, the camera holder, the pod. Isn't that a pod? No, it's not a pod. Who knows? Who knows? Danny Heap. Remember that name for some reason. Tim Tuffle. Mike Stanley. Is that the catcher? Maybe one of his early cards. I used to like Mike Stanley when he was on the Yankees. I'll put him to the side. He seemed like a good, you know, traditional, hard-nosed player. 1988 Topps. Oh, boy, do I remember this set. Record breakers are always cool for what they are. Checklist. Pete Rose. Is that number one? He's not number one. Put him up there, though. Pete Rose is kind of overdone at this point, though, right? I mean, his signatures aren't really worth that much. He goes to so many places, I think, and he signs so many things, and he's doing so many things. I don't think his cards are actually worth too much. Or even his autographs, for that matter. But still, interesting case, Pete Rose. Let's see what we get here. Can we get a Mattingly? Let's get a Mattingly. John Crook. It's an earlier John Crook card, right? Got 20 home runs there. Not my part putting it aside, but Matt Noakes used to go after a little bit. Let's see. Come on. Where's my Mattingly? 88. Where did Ricky Henderson play in 88? Was he on the Yankees too? Trying to think what Yankee cards I want. Phil Lombardi. Don't quite remember that card either. Andy Van Slyke, Joe Negro, Tony Fernandez. Again, all good names, all good players, but from 88 Topps, I just can't think of them as being worth even the time to put to the side, you know? Let's see, Sam Horn. I think I used to go after him. I used to think he was going to be a player for some reason. I think because he had a good baseball name. He was a good player. Come on, where's my man? Sid Bream. There's Sid Bream. I'm going to put Sid Bream up on the stand. Because there's a dude who goes after Sid Bream. Pretty sure it's Sid Bream. I always get confused. I don't know Sid Bream from Hole in the Wall. 13 stolen bases. 16 home runs, 77 RBIs, 73. So just like a typical okay player. I'm going to put Sid Bream up there. See that? I can learn a little bit. Ron Guidry, I'll put him to the side. Andre Dawson, I guess I could put to the side. Do I put all? I forget if I've been putting all stars to the side. Let's see. I mean, honestly, I consider these cards and put them to the side pretty much commons. And then the real common cards are just like fertilizer. They're like, you know, if there's ever a fire or something, maybe I could start a fire with them. Billy Ripken, one of my favorite cards, 89 Fleer. But this isn't 89 Fleer, so it don't matter. Cards are sticking together just a little bit. J. Pell, Andre Dawson, Tim Wallach, Pendleton. Man, I'm surprised these cards are a little sticky. Jamie Moyer. What was it, 87 was his rookie? Interesting. Another cool player. What are we, about 14 minutes in? I gotta be a little bit more than halfway done with the box. Trying not to turn... this gum. Look at this gum. That's something. Got a little science experiment there. Yet. Mr. Yet. Hey, it's the first turn back the clock. I always liked them. Bobby Bowe. I find Bobby Bowe funny just for the celebrating Bobby Bowe Day when he gets paid his millions. Canseco, McGuire. Always an interesting card. Oh, got Barry Larkin. So, and then we got the Cal Ripken. Way off centered, but still, I'll put him up there. Robin Yount, I'll put to the side. Mr. Spike Owen, good baseball name. Good baseball name. So, if anyone has any ideas for me as far as what I should be doing with the channel, let me know. Any kind of special giveaways or style of giveaways, or should I be focused on like more of a game type of thing? Nolan Ryan, I'll put up here also just because. Another Roger Clemens, which I'll put up here again just kind of because. You know, any ideas? I have like an idea and a half. Don Mattingly, is this card kind of dented? No, that's all right. Again, off-centered. Where do I put Don Mattingly? This is, you know, just kind of one of those. Just throwing them up there. Yeah. 5,000 subscribers, man, I'm telling you. Honestly, I don't really get it. I don't get why there's 5,000 subscribers, but yet the views haven't really changed. I think I get more views. I mean, I do get more views on the shorts for sure. And I think that's where most people are subscribing from, because things haven't really changed too much on these videos. I mean, you know, maybe a little bit more views than I used to, but, you know, for the percentage of Tony Gwynn, Eddie Murray, percentage-wise, it hasn't matched up. So I'm assuming I've been getting a lot of subscribers because of the short videos. But even that, honestly, is just kind of a guess. Don't really know. Don't really care. It's just, you know, it's just a funny thing. Kind of out of the blue, everything started hopping. Got the wrong Trout there. Future Stars, Rich Gossage. Haven't seen that Padres player with the white lettering on the top. As a kid, that was something that we used to always go after. And again, I think there was enough of them where it's not like it's actually worth anything, but it's a card that we used to go after. I hope I'm keeping some of these cards in the picture frame. I'm not good at that, even with the regular setup I have. Casey Candle, I remember going after him a bit. All-Star card. Gary Carter, I put to the side. Give Carter the respect. Let's see. All right, well, we're getting down to it. A couple more packs left. As per usual, anyone who hung in there, thank you. I'm trying to get my watch hours up still. I don't really know how to do it. I looked to see if there's any way to finagle it or whatever, and it just isn't, without possibly getting in trouble. I don't want to just lose everything, because I'll never start up this channel again. Like, this is definitely a one-time attempt. If I lose it for any stupid reason, that's it. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. But, you know, so I don't want to take a chance on purchasing views, or, and it's not views, it's watch hours. And the only reason why I say watch hours is because when you get to a certain level in a year, you could do certain things. Now, do I really want to do those certain things? I don't even know. But I don't think I'll really know until I have an opportunity to do them, if that makes any sense. Let's see, Don Baylor again. Got the Mets coming up. Gary Carter. There's Barry Bonds. I'll even put to the side because of him. Haven't gotten a Bonds card yet. Haven't gotten a Mattingly. Rafael Palmeiro. I'll put him to the side even though. Who else? Mattingly. Didn't get a regular Tony Gwynn card yet, I don't think. Didn't get even a Dwight Gooden. Got Terry Steinbach. Got another Al Leiter. And again, I'm pretty sure that's the error card, if I remember correctly. Maybe no. You know, I'm not sure now. Not 100% sure about that. Another Cup. Twins, Herbeck, and not sure who that is. Kevin Baz. Hey, Tony Gwynn, speak of the devil, followed by Eddie Murray. So it's funny, the correlations, the order of the cards seem to have some repetitiveness to them. Let's see. Jim Gott. Zane Smith. That's the catcher and the outfielder, right? They're both named guys. Can't think of who they are right this second. Don't really care, to tell you the truth. Here's another Lind. Getting a bunch of Linds. Got a couple of Gossages. Yep. If I could have just bought a little bit more of the 88 hockey or even the 88 football or basketball, everything would be worth a little bit more than these guys. The only time that I feel like I got lucky in buying cards when I was a kid, I bought a lot of 89 score football. I have a good amount of Sanders and all those cards that were in those sets. And those were somewhat valuable. I mean, relatively, comparably. Gary Carter, I'll put to the side. And, all right, well, we're getting down to it. Getting down to it here. Last 4 packs. Let's open these puppies up. See what we get. What do we get? Get the gum. So I haven't got a great card gummed just yet. Which, you know, I'm not totally against. Gives me something to talk about. I saw there was a Ricky Henderson coming up with a Dave Winfield. I'll put Winfield to the side. How's he doing for the Yankees at this point? You know, good home runs, a lot of RBIs. Batting average, is he stealing? Yeah, at that point, he's not stealing too much. And Ricky Henderson, how's Ricky doing at this point? Stolen bases, only 41. It's funny. Was he hurt? Yeah, 358 at bats, so then that makes sense. 87, look at all those stolen bases. Home runs, too. You forget how many home runs he hits. He's certainly, as far as I could tell, the greatest leadoff hitter I've ever been around to see, to witness, to testify against. Well, I guess I didn't testify against. You know what I mean. Some more stuff growing. It's okay. Let's see who we get here. Let's see if we can end this. We got 2.5 packs left here. Can we get a Mattingly? Andre Dawson card looked bent to me for some reason for a second. Let's get myself a Mattingly. Jimmy Keegan. Juan Samuel again. Got an all-star card Mattingly, which is fine. Fine. Tell you, my family, they're going away to visit the grandfather in the city. I got to take some time organizing some of these cards, and I just go home after work sometimes and just kind of somewhat just throw them wherever. 34 game hit streak, rookie record. That's pretty cool. Alan Trammell, still an all-star in 87. Expos. Barfield. Her Inclaviglia. All right, last pack. Is there any shot? No, it's not gonna celebrate, not gonna be the end of the world either which way, but gotta admit, I would like that Mattingly card. Still nobody good gummed, so we did good there. And got a Yankee, but not the Yankee I'm looking for. Let's see. Astros before I just like to hit Astros, so it doesn't really count. Another Yankee, not quite the Yankee I'm looking for. Kurt Ford. The last couple of cards. Hey, I got Oral. So, you know, Whitey Herzog, and all right, there you go. So, anyway, 1988 tops. How long ago was that? Well, 20s. They're old. I don't know. This is from a while ago. Lots of nice cards. Nobody that's worth, you know, that much. But we don't do it for the worth necessarily, right? We do it for the fun of it. Mattingly might be my favorite card out of that. A couple of Nolan Ryans, so that's nice. Ripken, Nolan Ryan, Sid Bream. There you go. Al Leiters. I don't remember if this is the error card or not. Now I'm thinking this is the error card because it looks a little funny. But I'm not 100% sure about that. Roger Clemens, Williams. Did I say Roger Clemens for... What did I say, Roger Clemens? Oh, okay, because it was Roger Clemens. That's it. Not too bad. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment if you've got any ideas. Leave a comment. Just want to say hi. Leave a comment if you need any life advice. Because because Lord knows I'm not the one to ask for that. It's okay. Talk to you guys. Thanks for watching.